Okay, guys, last lesson before the end of the chapter, areas of triangles. So we're going to learn some additional ways to find the area of a triangle. Now, you already know this formula. The area of a triangle, symbolized by K, is equal to 1/2 times the base times the height of the triangle. There are other ways to find the area. Here they are in this gray box. The area of a triangle is given by each of the formulas listed below. Now, the area is symbolized by the letter K, capital K. Now, it's the same kind of triangle we've been dealing with, ABC angles and then ABC sides. You can find the area with any of these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 different formulas. So look at this. If you have the sine of A, then you can do 1/2 BC times the sine of A. 1/2 AC times the sine of B, and 1/2 times AB times the sine of C. Or you can do 1/2 A squared sine B sine C over sine A. 1/2 B squared sine A sine C over sine B. 1/2 C squared sine A sine B over sine C. Or you can do it the square root of S times S minus A times S minus B times S minus C, and S is defined as 1/2 the sum of all the sides. That's crazy. Okay, the first 3 formulas are useful for finding areas of a triangle if you have a side angle side situation. Notice there's one angle and then 2 sides. They were derived in 2 lessons ago. Now the formulas in the second row are useful in angle side situations. You have 1 side and 2 angles because you can always find the third angle. And you can prove it using the law of sines. The other formulas on these 2 are the same way. Now this last one is called Hero's formula, and it's used when you have a side situation. And you can prove it in exercises 17 through 19 in the lesson if you'd like to. Okay, example 1. Here's a side angle side case. You're just going to use these gray box formulas and apply them. So keep these handy and memorize the pattern. Example 1, side angle side. If you have an area, we've got to find the area of this triangle if B is 32, C is 27, and the angle between them is 108 degrees. So 1/2 times BC times the sine of A. Plug in your numbers. It's 411 square whatevers, square units. Let's do another one. These are going to simply be plugging in the numbers. Okay, angle side angle case. We're going to use that second batch of formulas. We have A is 100 degrees, B is 65 degrees. We can find C immediately. It's 15. And then we're going to use the formula K equals 1/2 C squared times sine A times sine B times sine C. So this is the angle side angle. You have an angle, a side, and an angle. You plug everything in, and it's 8.35 square meters. So it's the real work here is not plugging things in. You've been doing that forever. The real work is figuring out which one of the formulas in the gray box will apply. Okay, and it's helpful to realize which case goes with which formula. So here's a side. You're going to use that last row. A triangular city lot has sides of 50, 60, and 80, so find the area. Use Hero's formula. S is equal to 1/2 the sum of everything. So that's 95. You plug it in, the square root of 95 times 95 minus A, 95 minus B times 95 minus C, and so you get 1,498 square feet. But remember, find everything to 3 significant digits, so you've actually got to round it to 1,500, because 8 will bump it to 1,500. Okay. Now, side angle. That's the funky one. You actually have to solve the triangle partially before you can figure out the area, because sometimes you can't even find it. So, B equals 22, C equals 30, angle B equals 30 degrees. There are 2 triangles that will make this possible. The 107 degree, this is the exact same example from the last lesson. So you can flip back to page 593 if you want to look. One of the triangles has 107 degrees as A, the other one has 13 degrees as A. That allows us to use that second row of formulas, and the first row of formulas, we plug in the numbers and we get 316 or 74.3. Remember, the side angle case doesn't give you enough information to know a specific triangle. It could be two triangles or no triangles, and in this case there's two possibilities that meet this information. So one of them would have 316 square units, or the other one would have 74.3 square units. Okay, let me know if you have any questions, and that's it. Thanks, guys.